Roger Connect, President of Universal Accounting Center. I'm going to discuss today with you a few things related to the QuickBooks Specialist designation and what that actually represents, questions as to who goes through the program, what the course actually looks like. Essentially what it is it's called the Professional Bookkeeper's Guide to QuickBooks, and it's with that program that you can be designated as a QuickBooks Specialist. In this training we have a lot of people that go through for a variety of reasons, one of which is they work regularly at a job. They are on QuickBooks and they want to become more efficient and proficient with it, so the employer will pay for them as a student to go through the curriculum to essentially be more competent in that skill that they've acquired and more responsible with the things that they're doing for that employer. A lot of people will go through with the intentions of now improving their skill sets to maybe get a pay increase or a promotion because they're now able to be more efficient with QuickBooks and assist that business in taking their reporting and such to another level. The other happen to be people who are in the self-employment world where they're servicing clients and they're taking out and using this as an additional service that they can use to help set up businesses, troubleshoot various situations that businesses may be experiencing, and as such be that QuickBooks expert in that community. Generally speaking, most people actually will have two or more designations related to QuickBooks. Most will become pro advisors. That's actually something offered through Intuit where they're able to be more technical in their application of how to use QuickBooks. And then they're actually going out and also becoming QuickBooks specialists. And this is more of the application of QuickBooks within the bookkeeping profession. The easiest way I use to describe this to understand exactly the difference between the two is imagine, for example, you go and you take a class on how to use Word. You take that time, they show you how to insert pictures, change fonts, and actually become very proficient at using Word as the fancy typewriter that it actually is. But does that really make you a novelist? Did that teach you how to write a wonderful book, tell a compelling story? Did it actually teach you in that class as you were learning how to be proficient with Word, how to be that writer? Well, what this is the Pro Advisor is technically going through a lot of the technical applications of that software so you can be more competent in perhaps its technical nature. But what we're teaching you in the Professional Bookkeeper's Guide to QuickBooks and allowing you to become certified as a QuickBooks Specialist is everything that you're needing to understand from a bookkeeper's point of view. You're using this as a tool to be proficient with your job or with your clients, and your efficiency with that work directly correlates to the monies you're making, especially when you're self-employed. You don't have the time to dilly-dally and wonder what's going on within the software, how do you do this, how do you do that. And so in the QuickBooks training, what we're doing is we're actually teaching you how to be efficient with your time and be really productive in maximizing the use of the software so that you can utilize all the tools available to you to assist your client or employer in doing better at what they do. Now the other part of this is, once you know who's going through the program, really what does it do? Well, QuickBooks is a designation, the QuickBooks Specialist that is, that allows you to show that you're proficient in the use of QuickBooks as a professional bookkeeper. It's one thing to have a tool, it's another thing to know how to use it properly, and that's what this is doing. So as you're out marketing your services or finding employment and showing your credentials, this is something that says, this year I've acquired this designation, showing that I'm serious about the career I've chosen, the profession I have, and at this time I'm also the best at it. QuickBooks happens to have in the market of small business an 80% market share. So your likelihood of running into either an employment or client opportunity where they're utilizing QuickBooks is quite high. The better you know and the more confident you are with QuickBooks will ensure your success with it. Lastly, the program, how's it designed? It's really kind of a companion to the Professional Bookkeeper program. And as such, what it essentially does is in the Professional Bookkeeper program, all the curriculum is done on pencil and paper, really. You're going through and doing everything longhand to understand intimately the accounting process. What the QuickBooks training program that we have, the Professional Bookkeeper's Guide to QuickBooks, does is it takes all those assignments and everything that you're doing longhand and helps you understand now how they apply in QuickBooks and how it's utilized. In the Professional Bookkeeper's Guide to QuickBooks, you'll go through and learn things that are appropriate to the Pro version, the Accountant version, the Premier version, the online version of QuickBooks, those different flavors that are provided so that you're proficient or aware of what those nuances are. We're proud to say that each year we update the Professional Bookkeeper's Guide to QuickBooks so that with this designation of a QuickBooks Specialist, you're learning the latest and greatest. We pride ourselves in knowing that we're one of the first, in fact oftentimes the first, to come out with updates showing exactly what's going on in the software so that you can see how to use it in your profession. And then lastly, The length of the program. A lot of people will wonder what kind of length or time is necessary to go through the course, and it's generally speaking about 4 weeks. It's designed to be done in 4 weeks. We have many who finish it much sooner. If time permits, you can easily do so. There's some modular tests that go along the way, and then it finishes with a final exam. The other people will take 4 to 6 weeks on average, but that kind of gives you a context for it. The way the program is basically broken up is, in order to become a QuickBooks specialist, you go through the Professional Bookkeeper's Guide to QuickBooks, and it's in 4 modules that you learn all the nuances of the software. It goes through, in essence, all of the files, the file, edit, view. Those drop-down menus explains why they're used, how they're used as a bookkeeper to be more efficient with the work that you're doing. It teaches you the tips and tricks that you'll want to learn. I've literally had expert QuickBooks users, pro advisors, individuals who have been doing it for years, go through the curriculum and literally come away saying, I learned something new. I love this technique. It might have been something that they've seen, but they just didn't know how to apply or use it. We're going to go through and exactly show to you how to optimize it for your benefit, so that in an employment setting, it's saving you time, helping you be more efficient. With your clients, it's allowing you to be much more efficient with your time, and more importantly, offer additional services to your clients that in many cases you can use to retain the client, or more importantly, charge for additional services. So again, just realize becoming a QuickBooks specialist as a designation is valuable within the accounting profession, showing your proficiency with the most commonly used software in small business. So think about this. If it's about accounting, it is universal, and accounting success is universal. So take care. Have a great day.